Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to ask the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, why is your twin flame not committing to you at this time? So let's just find out why. So we're going to use the World's Spirit Tarot deck for the Divine Masculine and the Beautiful Creatures Tarot deck for the Divine Feminine. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, you can switch roles if you identify more with the other side. Also, you can take advice from both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, since we are both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine energies. Okay, so let's ask the Divine Masculine. Why is the Divine Masculine not committing? Or let's just ask the Divine, well, yeah, let's ask both. Let's ask both. Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, why they're not committing. All right, Divine Masculine side, why are you not committing to your twin flame at this time? 2 cards, please. 2 cards. Why are you not committing to your twin flame at this time? 2 cards, please. Why are you not committing at this time? 2 cards. All right. So for the Divine Masculine side, we have 3 of Swords and we have the Magician reversed. So what this is telling me is that there's a broken heart going on. The Divine Masculine is feeling a bit brokenhearted, which makes sense as it is a mirror, as I always teach. All right, the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine are exact mirrors. So what you're feeling or what the Divine Feminine is feeling is what the Divine Masculine is feeling. So if there's a heartbroken person, then the other person is also heartbroken. Okay, it's a big mirror. Also, we have the Magician reverse. So this is all about using your, you're using your sacred esoteric tools to help manifest and, kind of like help you to attract, what's really like what you want in the world, but it's reversed. And so a bit of an imbalance here. So it's almost like the universe is asking them to, learn how to use whatever tools that the Divine Masculine uses. So if you are a Divine Masculine, they're asking you to figure out what tools you can start utilizing to and learn how to use these. So for instance, for me, it's the cards, like divination tools is what I'm trying to say. To help you figure out and to navigate life a bit better. Okay, so let's look at the Divine Feminine. So the Divine Masculine being heartbroken. Why is the Divine Feminine not committing to their Divine Masculine at this time? 2 cards. Why is the Divine Feminine not committing to their twin flame at this time? 2 cards. This is such a big deck that it just, for the love of God, a little too big for my hands. My hands are not that big. Okay, so 2 cards. Why is the Divine Feminine not committing to their Divine Masculine at this time? 2 cards. Well, that's very interesting. So at this time, we actually have the Magician upright. That is hilarious, okay? But then we also have the 4 of Swords reversed. So the 4 of Swords. So now the 4 of Swords, now again, so the 4 of Swords is all about the healing. So they're asking the divine, so Spirit is asking Divine Feminine to take a break, is what is going on, because it is reversed. So maybe the Divine Feminine doesn't want to take a break, and look, because the Divine Feminine is really working so hard on manifesting. Boy, is the Divine Feminine working, manifesting, using their divination tools, diving deep, reading, researching, doing all sorts of work, almost like going to university for spirit school, right? Whereas the 4 of Swords is reversed, so it's like they don't want to take a break, they don't want to heal, they don't want to relax, but it's like the universe is asking them to do that. Okay, the 4 of Swords reversed. Okay, interesting. All right, let's dive deeper though. Why else? Let me grab this deck. Why else is the divine masculine not committing at this time? What is going on? Why is the divine masculine not committing to their divine feminine at this time? 2 cards. Oh, this is a nice deck. This is a soft deck. It shuffles so nicely. Okay, 2 cards. Why is the divine masculine not committing to their divine feminine? All right, well, the first card we got is proportion. All right, yeah. So what this is telling me is that, so this would be the darkness, so this would be the divine feminine, right? Because if you look at the yin and yang, okay, so the darkness is the divine feminine and the light is the divine masculine, okay? And so what the divine masculine is working on is being in proportion with their own divine masculine and their own divine feminine energies. They need to be in proportion. So they are working on balancing that. So if you would like to research the, like what that looks, I mean, I could probably, do I even have it here? I could kind of quickly show you the attributes of a divine masculine and the divine feminine. So basically, the attributes of the divine feminine is being intuitive, being compassionate, contemplating, introspective. Whereas the divine masculine is all about focus, commitment, methodical direction. All right, the divine masculine is about being forward going, organizing, assertive, giving, having valor. Whereas the divine feminine is all about being patient, receptive, and nurturing. So as you can see, it's important to have all of these. You can't be imbalanced. You can't just be one, which I know most of us are. This is why I'm the divine masculine, because I am very good at the qualities of the divine masculine. I am not very good at the qualities of the divine feminine. I am working on that. And so that is what the divine masculine is doing. So as a divine masculine, I can tell you what we're working on is learning how to become more compassionate, learning to become more patient, learning to become more introspective. Now, opposition is reversed, right? So also they are trying to, that is also working on the, so what I'm getting with opposition is, so it's like right now in the world, there's kind of divided, right? Well, not kind of. But anyway, there's a lot of opposition going on where people feel very strongly one way or another. And so the divine masculine is working on integrating that. Okay, as a divine masculine, I can attest to this. We are working on seeking to understand all perspectives, right? We may not agree with all perspectives, but we're seeking to understand all perspectives, whether it's frightening or not. Some perspectives are truly frightening, but yet we are learning to not be in opposition, right? We're not pushing away. We're not pushing away others for their perspective, which is something I used to do. We're doing the opposite now. So this is what we're working on, okay, before getting into twin flame physical union. Okay, now let's look at the divine feminine. The divine feminine, why is the divine feminine not getting into commitment? What is stopping the divine flame from getting into commitment at this time? As you know, the soul is in charge, to be honest, in a way. It's still a vibrational match, right? So the soul has some control, not 100% control. It's still kind of a vibrational match thing. All right, so 2 cards. So once you're a vibrational match, that's when it happens. Okay, that's when you have the commitment. Even if you're physically with your twin flame, if you're not a vibrational match completely, then you won't have that commitment. So yeah, interesting. So for the divine feminine, we have inner truth and we have unity. So that's very interesting. So the divine feminine working on unity. So kind of the same thing, right? So it depends on what you feel is unity. That is what's going to get you into union, to have unity with the all one. We are all one. And what does that mean to you and how do you embody that? And same with inner truth. Okay, so what is the inner truth? So that is going within and really learning on the inside what your actual truth is and getting rid of all that programming that was programmed inside of you by society between the ages of 0 and 7. Okay, so that is why they are still working on unity. So let's get more on that. Let's grab this deck. Let's look at the divine masculine. Okay, why else? Why else is divine masculine not committing. Why is the divine masculine not committing at this time? Why is the divine masculine not committing at this time? One card. One card. Why is the divine masculine not committing at this time? Yeah, interesting. So the divine masculine, it's almost like the full card, right? Just, taking a bit of a risk here, right? Just saying, you know what, we're going to go out on a limb and we're just going to trust that this is going to happen. Like it's just going to come together. Like we're not going to go for it. We're just going to know that it's going to happen. Leap of faith into the unknown. So yeah, so that's what the divine masculine is doing right now, taking a leap of faith into the unknown. Sorry about the glare. Kind of a shiny card here, but you can see how we feel as the divine masculine. We are stepping into the darkness and we don't know what to expect. All right, but we are taking a leap of faith, realizing that, well, the soul has a plan, and so I better follow the plan, and we'll see what happens. All right, divine feminine. Why is the divine feminine not committing at this time? Why is the divine feminine not committing at this time? What is the divine feminine up to? What's going on with the divine feminine? One card, which is reversed. Mother and daughter. Interesting. Mother teaching, sharing. Okay, that's interesting. So there's some mother wounds going on with this. So a lot of the times there can be, so when you're not a vibrational match and when you're feeling pretty wounded by your twin flame, it could be the mother wound. So for instance, if you felt rejected or neglected by your mother or grandmother or a mother figure in any sort of way, that might be affecting your life in general. You might expect female rejection. Maybe you went through school being rejected. Maybe, boys or guys always loved hanging out with you, but you always expected to be rejected by other females. And maybe it was that because you were neglected or rejected by your own mother or something to that effect. So it's kind of, it doesn't have to be exactly like that. It doesn't have to look exactly like that, but there are mother wounds that are being worked on. And so it's not that the divine feminine doesn't want to commit to their divine masculine. It's just that they can't because they have these inner wounds that they need to work on first. Okay. Because you can't be in a relationship with your twin flame if you still have inner wounds. Okay, you can't be in unity with the one, with the all, because that's what union is, right? So this is an esoteric journey where the prize is your twin flame, but the whole journey is becoming in oneness with everyone, the all, everything you see in this world, okay? And that is union, okay? And then when you make it there and you're a vibrational match to that, that is when you get into physical union with your conscious twin flame, and that is when you'll get commitment. You don't get commitment just by going to a bar and meeting your twin flame and not doing any work. So anyone who tells you that that's what they did is probably not their twin flame. Okay, so let's get some advice. We'll use this deck. Okay, what's some advice for the divine masculine, please? What is advice for the divine masculine? One card, please. One card. Probably don't need to shuffle twice with these cards because all advice is pretty good. Sometimes a little over my head, but that's okay. All right, when your words are lies, where will your mischief end? That's interesting. So for the divine masculine, if your words are lies, where will your mischief end? So you have to kind of watch your words and just kind of know yourself and know when you're lying to yourself, okay? So when you lie to yourself, well, you're putting yourself out of balance. Oops, sorry. Let's look at the divine feminine. We'll use this deck for the divine feminine. What is the guidance for the divine feminine? So that could be for the divine masculine. It could be if you're just pretending that you don't want a commitment, because it's not working out, or I feel rejected, or I'm brokenhearted, which, as we can clearly see, there's brokenheartedness on the divine masculine side. Well, don't lie to yourself and say, well, I don't care. It's like, because you do. You obviously care, otherwise you wouldn't be brokenhearted. All right, so the divine feminine. What is the guidance for the divine feminine? One card. One card for the divine feminine. Your divine nature is the beauty of all beauty. Yes, that is about that is what this twin flame journey is about. It's about becoming the divine. It's about becoming the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It's about balancing out the divine in yourself. So, and that doesn't mean one thing is divine and the other isn't. That doesn't mean only the light is divine and shadows aren't. Nope, all of it's divine, including the shadows. So that is the advice for the divine feminine. Your divine nature is the beauty of all beauty. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. And I want to thank all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate all of you. And I will see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.